Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And what T-Mobile is doing now, they're doing a huge marketing push for the second half of the year, right? T-Satellite with the Starlink partnership officially launched commercially. Data is going live in October. So they're going on a huge marketing push. In this case, T-Mobile is going on local news stations talking about, as you can see here, the segment sponsored by T-Mobile, bringing connectivity to SD dead zones, right? South Dakota dead zones, and they're bringing that to all the local news stations. T-Mobile is going big on this. They believe in this very much, and they feel if they push this hard enough, right, more and more and more consumers will sign up for the service. And ultimately, perhaps, get people to switch altogether to T-Mobile for ending dead zones. So for the second half of the year, a huge priority is probably pushing, and where huge investments are going is pushing best network, right? The best network in the U.S., because Mike Sievert and T-Mobile feel that there's some people out there that still don't know about it. And they're going to push T-Satellite because that kind of ties into the best network, and they're ending dead zones with T-Satellite. Ultimately, I was telling somebody last night, T-Mobile could still have no coverage in certain areas, but if you have T-Satellite, you're getting something at least. So I'm not saying that that's the end-all, be-all, and T-Mobile now has coverage parity everywhere, but they're close, right? If you include T-Satellite, and as that service gets better, the difference is not much anymore. Of course, you have to have the service, right? You got to have T-Satellite, and some people will pay for it for peace of mind. I've seen a lot of comments saying people are just paying for it for peace of mind. Some people are already on the highest plans that take advantage of it. That's baked in and included, so it's automatically there. So this is a very interesting next step for the T-Mobile evolution, right? It started with Sprint. The next piece is US Cellular, but a big one included in this as well is the Starlink partnership, because T-Mobile is doing it first. So they're setting the standard on satellite. I mean, AST and Verizon and AT&T are going to get going eventually, but T-Mobile is setting the standard. They're setting the price. They're just setting the standard on the data, the apps, and who can be included. And they're just setting the standard on everything. So once Verizon and AT&T get going, right, they're going to be, quote unquote, late to the party. But they're bringing more competition, but T-Mobile is already going to be ahead, right? They're already going to be out of beta, long out of beta. They're already going to have data services going, right? They're going to already be signing up more and more and more applications where they're going to get the SDK ready for it. I even predict by the time AST launches commercially, T-Mobile is going to have calling on T-Satellite. That's what I predict. So it's going to be interesting to see. But T-Mobile is pushing this heavily across the nation and into rural towns, that they're ending all dead zones. They're bringing that to local news, probably radio stations, newspapers, and they're just going big with it. And that's something that T-Mobile is really, really good at. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've seen something in your local area about this. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.